Hey there, guys. Welcome back to Talking Saints. Today we're testing out something a little different. I'm using software called OVS, which is something I'm sure a lot of people who are in our field use. But today, in honor of kind of April starting, it is draft season.
Oh yeah, and we got you covered for that draft coverage. We may even do a little draft day special. We won't be live streaming that, but we'll
Yeah, we'll
definitely show you our interactions and
making some crawfish that day and just enjoying the NFL draft. So, look, we're going to go through a couple mock drafts today. We got a couple here you can see at the top. We're going to do one from PFF, one from ESPN, which I haven't seen. I haven't seen ESPN's. We're also going to do one from just its NFL mock draft simulator, and then one from just four different ones, so we can have a kind of an accurate, or not necessarily an accurate, but kind of a diverse,
yeah.
different selection. So we're going to start off with PFF. I think that's the one that people have used the most over the years. I think a lot of people like it a lot more because it actually grades you.
Yep.
So without further ado, we're going to jump right into that. Obviously, we're picking as the New Orleans Saints. We're going to do 7 rounds, but to be honest with you, I know once you get into like maybe 5 to 7, don't know too much that's going on.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. We're gonna just all the settings are gonna be kind of normal. You know what? We'll do these 4, and if we decide that maybe something's a little off, or we don't really care for them, or it's like okay, we'll come back to PFF and we'll do a one where we trade something.
Right.
Sound good?
And
Nope.
that's historically we've had a lot of trades in the first round until this year. I think this is the closest there's been without a trade in the first round since like Joe Montana was on the Chiefs or something.
I think isn't it like something like everybody has their first round pick right now?
Yeah, everybody, nothing crazy is going on. No trades, and I think that'll change. It's impossible to predict. Also, picking 9.
Gosh,
We
yeah. Tell me
don't
about
know
it.
who's going to be available. I
Oh.
mean, for sure, Cam Ward, Shador Sanders, and Abdul Carter will be gone. I assume Mason Graham will be gone.
Yeah.
After that, it's
Look,
who knows.
We're dealing with some of the wires here, but look, I mean, if Cam Ward is there on one of these mock drafts, we'll probably just move.
Yeah.
We'll probably just do another one on
We'll
another.
just restart it.
Yeah, because that's not going to happen. Mason Graham, very unlikely he makes it, but Abdul.
The first 3 teams are just the first 2 quarterbacks will be gone between the first 3 teams. There's no. I don't think there's no way Shador.
Yeah,
Falls past New
I
York.
don't think
he
so.
Falls past Cleveland, but we'll see. It's hard.
It's
to
very
predict.
unfortunate.
A lot of people are saying they're taking Abdul Carter, and obviously the experts probably know more than we do. But I mean, the Browns have already talked about moving off of Deshaun Watson. Already said that's a big mistake, and I'm sure they don't want to roll into the season with Kenny Pickett.
It's very unfortunate because literally, any other time a team has been what were we like 5 and
5 and 12.
5 and 12. I was gonna say 5 and 11. I'm still stuck in. Anyways, but anytime a team has been 5 and 12 or anything, 5 wins, they've been a top 5 pick.
5 pick, yeah.
And here we are at 9. So
ninth. And the Panthers finished in front of us in our division,
and
we're still behind them.
Anyways,
Doesn't make sense. If you know how to explain it, please tell us in the comments.
I don't think there's a good explanation. Whatever you give me, I won't listen to it.
Ask Tracy
so, look, here we go, guys. Without any further ado, let's head into the NFL draft. The Tennessee Titans are on the clock. Like I said, we're not going to do any trades this time. But let's see. Let's just kind of, we're not going to do this for every round. But so Cam Ward goes first, then Travis Hunter. Wow. Abdul Carter, then Mason Graham, Ashton Jeanty, Will Campbell. In fact,
the Jags take a running back?
Shador Sanders goes at 7. So this one's a little weird because I have all the settings normal. So it's not like there's a randomness setting on there.
I imagine we would have traded up with the Jets.
Yes. If
who just signed Justin Fields to I think a big 2-year deal, right?
If Ashton Jeanty got taken at pick 5 and the Raiders are right here I would assume we would have traded with the Raiders. In fact, we'll do just a first round draft. And,
I don't think the Raiders would pass on Shador if he dropped there.
That'd be some. That'd be cool.
They would Geno, but I think Geno would understand even.
Yeah. So as you can see, here's our board. We're not trading, but look, if he's on the clock, I mean, if we're on the clock and this guy's here,
This is both me and Tripp's dream pick. This is our flashy draft pick. This is the guy we want. Massive. He's what 6'5", 6'4".
6'4", and
Just a big, fast wide receiver who can really catch those.
oh, you're
balls.
not talking about Mikael Williams?
No, I was talking about Luther Burden. Who did you? Nah, I'm just kidding.
So we got Teratota McMillan here. I mean,
And what a great job pronouncing that, by the way.
I think that's it. Teratota, something like that. Whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, you could see 6'5", big, just a massive, which we need.
4.48. I think he ran.
We have the speed at wide receiver. We have the route running at wide receiver. We need the
Yeah.
physical guy that if he gets thrown into traffic, he's gonna make the snag. Let's see. I think there's it talks about stats.
Which is a lack of what we have now. We have some speedy guys, but
Throwing
them into traffic, they're not gonna make it through the season. We need the guys we have now. We need to give the ball to them in space. When you need somebody to go up and grab that ball, have a nice physical catch in traffic, that's Ted McMillan.
Yeah, that's what we need, and that's what we need. I mean, but not only that, but the guy had 1,300 catching or receiving yards for the last 2 seasons, and 8 touchdowns in each of the seasons. And he had 10 the year before. I mean, the dude's just he's physical, but he's a playmaker, and that's what we need. So
this is our guy. This
is our pick. I mean, it's an easy pick. If it's there and we pass up, there's only real quick. We'll play along. If he's there, I want him.
Yeah.
And if we pass up on him, there's only a couple guys that'd be okay with us passing up on him. Tyler Warren, sure, I'd understand it. But Will Johnson, that's our other pick.
Yeah.
We'd be very excited about Will Johnson, a very talented cornerback, very, if I'm not mistaken, a very man-to-man cornerback, which is what we need to replace Marshawn.
And Adebo, we are down 2 corners.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see Kool-Aid step up into that role, but realistically, I want somebody who's bona fide, day one, stud, future Pro Bowler, and that's Will Johnson, if we're going to be honest.
Mm-hmm. I'd be excited about the pick. Well, it says here that having him playoff coverage with his eyes on the ball in the zone scheme-wide cornerback scheme would allow him to make more impactful plays. So, I don't know, maybe
I think our defense is
we'll
changing up this year. I don't know what Brandon Staley runs more of. I want to say Jalen Ramsey ran a lot of man coverage back in the day.
So, but here we are, pick 9.
They were on the Rams together? Or the Chargers together? Or
which one?
Jalen Ramsey? Am I thinking of
It
somebody
was the
else?
Rams. It was the Rams.
They were on the Rams together? Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, he was a big fan of Stan. So, look, but right here, Tet's there. We're taking him. We're not going to go in detail about every single pick, obviously, but the first 2, we'll kind of play around with. So, I would like to take Tyleik Williams, but he just got injured. I remember.
Really?
I think he was
Was
the one.
he the one that looked like he tore his Achilles? Maybe.
I think so. He gave a thumbs up. He went to the locker room. He gave it a thumbs up. But D line of any kind, edge rusher. I'd be happy with any of those. I heard this Siobhan Ravel, very good corner. He got injured.
Eastern Carolina, right?
Mm-hmm. There's actually a corner that is kind of here almost every time I've picked.
And corner is going to be a need. It really is. Corner and guard are probably still our biggest offseason needs. Receiver is definitely our biggest one.
Yeah.
You could be worse than going into the season with Olave, Shaheed, and Brandon Cooks.
If he falls to us,
if
he falls to us, I really would have enjoyed picking up Trey Amos. We actually have not necessarily an insider, but we do have an Ole Miss expert as a friend of ours, and he told me Trey Amos is very man-to-man. So maybe that when I was thinking man-to-man, then maybe I was thinking of Trey Amos.
He's big on him. He's big on Trey Harris and Jackson Dart.
I don't know. Jackson Dart, that'd be cool.
I don't see a
later
world
on
where Jackson Dart goes in the top 10. We've a lot of mock drafts, professional mock drafts have mocked him to us at pick 9, and I don't think that the value's there. But
I think he'd trade back. If we may do that if we trade back.
Yeah.
But look, real quick, if we took Will Johnson, Jaden Higgins would be a fantastic pick. I mean, another big physical wide receiver, very and I don't know if he's obviously not ranked higher than Tet, but he seems to have that same level. I think it might be him. I actually went through and looked at the RAS scores because that's very important with the New Orleans Saints. And I'm pretty sure Jaden Higgins had a very good RAS score. Interesting enough, I went and looked at. There's a running back from Tennessee I want. I can't think of his name right off the top of my head. We hopefully will see him later on in this draft. But Will Johnson and Tet, neither of them had their RAS scores out yet, if I'm not mistaken. And on the thing I looked at, it wasn't there. So, but look, I think if he's all right, Talik Williams would be very good here. But I did scroll down. I did see a guy that I'd be very happy about.
Jack Sawyer, yeah.
An Ohio State guy, edge rusher. Let's just take a look at his profile real quick. Kind of gives you, but high floor, all around. 4-3 defensive end, starting caliber projection. Question is whether you believe in him more as a pass rusher. If you do, you convince yourself. Anyways.
So my only thing with Jack Sawyer is he gonna fit this new 3-4? But he'd kind of be more of a replacement for Granderson and Cam Jordan sort of thing, and to kind of accent what we have with Chase Young, which I don't think it's that bad to add a good solid piece to the defensive line.
No, not at all.
I mean,
it's still not there yet.
He may even be somebody who can jump in and immediately be better than Chase Young and Granderson, and
who knows? But he's at the end of the day, he has the superstar mentality.
Yeah, which is good.
He's got
you
this.
Gotta have that on the team.
I remember I think it was Michigan went and planted their flag on their field, and he was heated. He was about to go out there to war for his team. And you want a guy like that.
When has the Saints ever taken a defensive end in the second round and it not worked out?
Oh, I don't know. I can't think. Isaiah Foskey's going to be a legend.
I forgot. You see the tweet where Cam Jordan was talking about the defensive line.
Yeah, I did.
And he forgot about Isaiah Foskey.
Don't worry.
Don't
worry, Cam Jordan. We forgot about him too. See, Cam Scadaboo's here.
Yeah, he'd be a solid.
We interviewed this guy, Carson Schwezinger.
Yeah, your guess is
sure. I think we brought him in on a visit. But Ohio State players, they seem to work out for us.
Normally pretty good for us.
We technically need an edge rusher. I mean, are you cool with going with Jack here?
Yeah, I'd take defensive line, offensive line, corner.
Sure.
Tight end. I
like Jack Sawyer. I don't know how.
Elijah Arroyo. That's Mason Taylor. We're definitely in the market for a tight end. I'm just saying.
Let's hope that at this point, we've signed Sante Samuel, because I see these guys I see Mason Taylor. Look, I don't know if you know this, but I'm a fan of LSU.
I had no idea.
You had no idea?
I had no idea.
I know this. The overall grades, they don't really matter. Sometimes they only matter when I look at them and I like them. You know what I mean? It's oh, I don't know if I should take this, but his grade looks good. I'll pick him.
The only ones who can do worst at tight end than the Saints is the Seattle Seahawks, because they're paying Noah Fant.
Who?
3 years, $40 million, and we're paying Juwan Johnson 3 years.
Really?
$30 million.
You're not a fan of that Juwan Johnson. You don't got to keep bringing that up. If we still haven't picked a wide receiver, Trey Harris here. I'm an LSU guy, but Ole Miss had a very talented roster, and it shows. Because they went pretty far. They didn't make it all the way. There's a lot of those Ole Miss fans thought, but I'm just trying to see. Is my little prospect? I think he's gone.
Uh-oh.
I think the Raiders keep taking my picks, man. They took him in this. They took Trey Amos in the second round, and then they went and took Dylan Sampson. I wanted Dylan Sampson.
And the Browns took Jalen Milroe.
Oh, good for them. Yeah. I'm you cool with going with
Elijah Arroyo?
We could take a look at it. I don't know. He's
6'4", 245.
So he's not a blocker. So,
see.
Our team likes a guy who gets dirty. Mason Taylor is a big guy.
Okay. Mason Taylor with Foster Moreau would be nice, though.
Two LSU. We've been picking up guys.
Chris Paul. I thought he was in the NBA.
What a talented young man, being able to switch. So let's look what we've addressed so far. And like I said, we're not going to spend as much time on all of these.
So we got tight end, wide receiver, defensive end, and I think all three of these guys are people who can contribute day one.
Yeah, for sure.
Once you get past the third round, those are a little bit harder to find. We're definitely looking for a linebacker that can play defensive end in that 3-4 set. I don't have a lot of knowledge outside of what's his name, Jalen Walker, as far as linebackers who will fit that role for us day one. When we get here, I'm not familiar with Chris Paul.
Well, you can see where he took snaps at. So he was he didn't play on the D line. So he's a strictly like a coverage, run stopping linebacker. He's not a guy on your D line.
I mean,
still need.
I could see Demario Davis filling that role, but he is such a good middle linebacker that I hate to take him out of middle linebacker.
And you could because
he's a great pass rusher. Demario Davis can get to the quarterback.
You could probably extend his longevity as well. Because he'd be on the edge, kind of pushing. He wouldn't be running straight at a guy and hitting him hard. You could probably, you know what I'm trying to say? I don't know.
I mean, we also need a guard. I mean,
well, here's the thing.
Any of these tackles can slide to guard.
I'm pretty sure. Okay, well, this isn't the guy. A 6'6" guard. I think no guards could be that tall, huh?
Underhill's rolling over wherever he's at.
I know.
He's too tall to be a guard.
I don't know. Was that Mike Triplett or Nick Underhill was talking about that? One of them was saying that guards couldn't be that tall, but hey.
I mean, a Georgia boy. I mean, you can't go wrong with Georgia.
I know, but here, I know we already took an Arizona guy.
Something like that.
But I'm pretty sure. So
he's Samoan.
He's Samoan, and not only that, but I'm pretty sure he could also play. I'm pretty sure he's also played snaps at right guard. He started as a right guard. Yeah.
Give it to me.
We'll take him. I'll take it. So we've addressed the O-line some, help out. Two Arizona players. Who knows? And Ohio State, LSU. I mean, I don't think the fans are going to be upset about that, but we've addressed tight end. We've added to the D-line.
Yep.
Wide receiver looking good. O-line looking good. Corner. I think the next pick might want to reflect towards the cornerback route. Kobe Bryant. Oh my God!
Kobe Bryant and Chris Paul in the same draft, bro.
Dude, what's up with all these players? They're not paying him enough over there in the NBA. Kobe Bryant, dude. Let's take a look. Top tier mentality.
Is that Kentucky or Kansas?
That's Kansas. It's Kansas.
Oh,
this is the Kansas that's always upsetting players. The Kansas Jayhawks. They have a pretty cool stadium. You ought to take a look at it.
Right.
He's from Alabama. That'd be closer to Louisiana than I would say Kansas. But look, his length helps him overcome very slender build. He has lower mass, average movement, likely limit him to off-zone coverage schemes. It's not hard to want him though. He's a competitor. Let's see where he's kind of played. So he's played strictly
D line. Okay, just kidding.
Oh yeah, he has played. He's played a little bit of slot, but he's mostly an outside corner. So that would allow Alante to play outside. Or Alante to play at slot.
Do we want to see Alante back in the slot, dude? That was kind of a train wreck last year.
I don't know. Let's see. We got an Oregon guy. Oregon's been good.
Oregon.
He's a former safety, so this is going to be a low. This is not going to fit our.
What was your guy? Isaiah Simmons.
Yeah, I guess he would be kind of an Isaiah Simmons more. UCLA. I'm trying to see where these guys are playing at. We've already addressed the D line, so we could technically have more of the. Look. No, I wasn't gonna say Will Howard.
I was about to say I see Gunnar Helm down there. I know we already took a tight end, but I am a fan of Gunnar Helm.
Yeah, if he's there, if we passed up on Mason Taylor, I think Kobe Bryant. We need a corner. Kobe Bryant with the name. Come on. I don't care what PFF mocks this. If I saw this draft, I'd be pretty happy.
Isn't Dylan Gabriel like 34 years old at this point?
I don't know. It should tell us.
He played in college like 8 years or something like that.
Yeah, he's 24 years old. So maybe. I think he's older. He's older than a couple of NFL quarterbacks for sure.
Sam Darnold's still only like 25. He's been in the NFL like 6 years.
Let's see where the kisser went. I know Notre Dame guys work out for us too.
No, they don't.
Let's see. We got
Ian Book and
Foskey both have So this is guy he's played a little bit everywhere. He seems like a pretty versatile linebacker, but he's mostly he'd be more of that playing again like with Pete Werner and them behind the D line. So
Yeah.
I think I'd like that. Let's just see for a second. We got Tet,
Stud.
so wide receivers looking good, right? I don't think
Yeah.
you take another. I mean, you can never have enough good wide receivers. Jack Sawyer,
Definitely.
I'm excited
probably
about
the
that one.
best player available there.
Mason. In as far Ohio State guys, we're gonna be excited about that. Mason
I
Taylor.
feel like that's a program. Not always at quarterback, but just about everybody else. Those people come out. They're pretty much always pro.
And he
ready.
just
know.
was a part of a national championship team.
That's right.
Mason Taylor was there. We have a versatile tackle / guard
Yeah.
with Jonah. Good luck pronouncing that last. Savina. Sure. We got the Kobe Bryant.
That's crazy. Reincarnated.
Yeah, I was gonna back from the dead. Zy Alexander, a cornerback from LSU. I know he's a.
Jair Alexander's out there.
It's just everybody's back, baby. But I will say, I don't know a lot about this Jack Kisser guy. Let's just look at it. Let's just take a look at this Ole Miss guy. Versatile player, could be a fan favorite. Lent his play on defense, ability to play some goal line packages. Offensively,
Huh?
what did he play like? Where's those extra snaps? He played on the offense. I want to see where he. Let's see, weapon blocker. He could be a career as a fullback. Could be in the cards as well. That'd be kind of cool. We replace, our future replacement for Clayton Saunders. So I'll let you be the pick here. Do we address linebacker? Do we get another little versatile defensive interior lineman?
I may just take another guard there. It wouldn't hurt to have two.
Well, let me tell you something. I think I know a little bit about this Willie Lampkin guy. And if you think a 6'6" guard is going to work, talk about a 5'11".
5'11"?
Yes.
Yo, never mind. That dude's shrimpy, bro.
Yeah.
290. I weigh that much, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. Hey, bro,
Dude
look,
needs to hit the gym, bro.
he's going to have them extra tall cleats.
That's crazy.
Look,
Is he blind?
sorry, Willie.
He's
I
a
don't.
cardinal. He's a cardinal.
Yeah. Finally, I can see over my line.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm not taking him.
Yeah. I mean, I would, there's at this point, like I said, we're round
go
4.
Linebacker, I guess Jack Kaiser.
I mean, we've now addressed probably every position that we were necessarily worried about, and you can just kind of go with best player available.
Another corner.
Another corner. Let's just check it out. I mean,
Eric McCoy misses a lot of time, unfortunately.
it's just we can take a look at it. I mean, he had good snaps. He allowed 0 sacks,
Did he
2
play
hits.
any at left guard?
He played every game.
Whoa.
That's important. And he's played it. He played it right.
Center, right
very-
tackle, left tackle.
Let's see how tall he is. Oh, yeah. 6'5", baby. Big, tall. He's from Cal. I mean, hey, I like it. I like the pick.
Let's go for it.
He's versatile. He's played at tackle, guard. So our O line is looking fantastic.
We'll see.
Oh my goodness, it's freaking out over here.
Another guard. I'm tired of addressing the offensive line every year, but
Let's keep going.
I feel
Yeah,
like we do. Jalen Walker.
yeah. I mean, look at his. I mean, I know we talked about the grade earlier, but another. I mean, who are our line? Okay, so we lost Willie Gay, right?
Yeah.
Where did this guy? You gotta forgive me. My mouse is acting a little silly. I don't have it on my thing. I have it next to me for comfort. He's played on the D line as well. Versatile.
Oh,
Probably plays more of that 3-4. That would be a good linebacker. That'd be a good linebacker.
I'm down with taking him.
So he doesn't have. I mean, there's not a lot about
I
him.
mean, there's DeMarco Jackson and Nephi Sewell and Jalen Ford, who I do not expect to
Yeah.
become that third linebacker. Honestly, it's Pete Warner and Demario Davis, and you can expect Pete Warner to miss 5 games.
Mm-hmm.
It
So
doesn't hurt taking
in
those
this-
extra linebackers.
in this draft, and I'm going to save it. We'll come back to it. In this draft, we took Tet, we took Jack Sawyer, Mason Taylor. So all I think instant starters, right?
Yeah.
At least instant impact players. Jack Sawyer, like I said, I've been a big fan. I watched him a little bit when he was playing at Ohio State, and I'm going to say he's playing a little risky there with the power cord. You know what they say? You got to play it safe around power lines, buddy.
Yeah.
Larry the Lightning Bug would be very disappointed. But anyways, we've addressed multiple positions there. So we've addressed the O-line with 2 picks, 2 versatile picks, I'd say.
Yeah.
USC was pretty good this year. You know, they kind of fell off a little bit, but center from there who could play multiple positions, love that. I think if you look at a player and you can see that they have high grades, or at least average grades, and they played all over the place,
Yeah.
yeah, that, you
You
can't go
might
wrong
be
with
able to
that.
find a role for him somewhere.
For
even
sure. If anything like
it's
a
not what you
like a
would
swing
say.
guard, whatever it might be.
Yeah.
We got
those
Kobe
sort of
Bryant.
wheel clap, Landon Young type guys is like the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they have more upside. Maybe they play better.
Sure.
You know.
We got Kobe Bryant. Fantastic. He's actually funny enough. He's named after Kobe Bryant. I mean, obviously, but he's actually was named after Kobe Bryant. It's actually his mother. I
Oh,
looked
really?
into it. I think his mother actually, this family named him after Kobe Bryant. So that's why, hence the name. Jack Kisser, I like the pick. You know, Notre Dame, but I like the pick. Do we not have a fifth round pick this year?
No.
I'm okay with it. When we look at all those beautiful top, you know, 4th, 3rd round picks.
Oh, yeah.
Before we didn't have like any of those last couple drafts. And then Jalen Walker. Wow, all the way back there.
We thought we might get him in the first, and we got him in the second.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the same.
No, it's not the same.
But I will say, versatile linebackers played on. I mean, he seems like he probably has that 3-4 in him. I like this draft. They wanted us to get T.J. Sanders instead of, but you know what? We took our Ohio State guy.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Hey guys, Trip here. I'm just editing the video, and I just want to say we ended up doing the top 2 mock drafts to the right of the PFF in terms of the tabs up top. We were not fans of the mock draft software they were using or whatever it might be. So we ended up switching back to PFF because the other ones, there was one where even like Cam Ward fell to us. So we were like, you know, this is too unrealistic. And there was no stats, nothing about the player, not even how tall they were or anything like that. So we were like, you know, we don't know enough in these later rounds to really get an accurate representation of what we want. So we ended up moving back to PFF. So I'm just going to cut that out, and we're going to go straight to the PFF. Thanks for watching.
Next.
All right. Let's just screw these, right? Let's just go back to PFF. That seems like the most accurate one. We'll duplicate it. We'll do one more PFF, and then we'll end it here. All right. We're not going to do 7 rounds again. We're going to do 4 rounds. And we're going to change it up a little bit. So you ready to jump into it?
Hop on.
Do you want to trade? Do you want to trade it all?
Nah.
Let's see what people might offer us. No, they don't do offers in here. Start the draft. All right.
I mean,
Is-
it's hard not to take him.
Wow. Is Will Johnson?
Shador Sanders is making it to the Jets like consistently on this.
You want to restart and try to trade up for him? Let's just see real quick. Let's watch. We're gonna trade up with the team in front of the Jets, the Raiders, and they're gonna be like, nah, we're taking. Someone else is gonna take him. Does that look right? Yeah.
Had to
Enter
pause it
draft.
quick, huh?
No, I just need to go to offer trade. So the Raiders. What can we offer him? You want to
Can
offer
we give
him?
him a player?
I mean, it doesn't seem like I mean, I don't know how accurate this is, but they're taking a second round. They're taking just an extra 3rd next year. I don't think that's accurate. Let's just
to move up 3 spots. Probably not. Probably second.
second round. I think that's fair, right?
Yeah.
Offer trade. I mean, it's probably not. I don't know how let's start the draft. Shadur's gone.
So we traded up to take that.
No, he is there. He is there. I'm just messing.
Oh.
I was just saying after all that. So we traded up for the quarterback. Where's he at? Oh my gosh. Did we skip him? Is he gone? He's there somewhere. Look at
He's got a quarterback.
your eyes peeled.
He's saying he's pretty low, isn't
I just want to see how low he is. Can we just trade? Can we trade our pick back? He's on the second page. There he is.
They're gonna give us an F for that, I guess.
I guess I don't know, man. That's all right. So here we are with our pick 40. We address
Yeah.
quarterback Trey Amos.
He's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good. He'd help our. So wide receiver here.
There's your running back, Dylan Sampson.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Okay,
Dylan Sampson.
We did just go 2 offenses, so we may have to go. I don't know. There's a tackle. We
Only
need
O
offensive
line.
We need offensive line help.
Jalen Royals. I don't know about you, buddy. Harold Benninger, the Bowling Green tight end. He's supposed to be really good.
Is he really?
Yes, he actually is supposed to be really good. Mm, 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 mm.
Don't even say anything about Will Howard.
We got our quarterback of the future, and we're gonna build the offense around him. No defensive picks. What's our?
What could go?
Oh, we did
wrong?
get a defensive pick. We did get a defensive pick. I'm sorry. We'll look here. Here we go. We'll address the O line here. Here's
The O-line. Here's the defensive end.
We'll get a strong defensive end, wins leverage, leg drive, lack of strength issues. We'll get him stronger. He'll hit the weight room. He played outside, so he played a little bit of the edge right here. Hey, yo, bless you, buddy. Bless you.
Cut that. Gunnar Helm.
Kobe Bryant, dude. Oh, Isaiah Bond?
Yo.
He's not tall. He's supposed to be. Are we just going to go all speed with this?
No, we got tight end.
Yeah. Only speed. Dude, Isaiah Bond. Apparently, he's supposed to be really, really good, but I think we got to go. I mean, what are the. Oh, Alex, I got an idea. Yes, sir. We'll get him with the last pick. They won't see it coming. They won't see it coming. The Rucker.
Darius Rucker.
He's a smart outside linebacker type edge rusher.
Oh,
Quick hands, natural leverage.
I'm in love.
He appears to have
3-4
longer arms than his height would
alignment.
indicate. Naturally smart.
3-4 alignment.
Oh, he's smart, sound outside. Yeah.
So now
Come home.
I'm actually gonna be rooting to get that guy now.
What was his name?
Shamar Jean Charles, I think.
His name was not Shamar Jean Charles.
You sure?
He's gone. He's gone. Come on, Rucker.
Oh, Darius Rucker, yeah.
He's gonna take you down. All right. So we technically have one more pick in the fourth round here. Okay, let me say this. We're assuming. Let's just say we got Kyron Lacey on the next pick. We're gonna Yeah, let's just go get Kyron Lacey. Hey, Kyron. Welcome to the team. Where are you?
Only thugs around here. They're gonna give us an F for Shador and Kyron. I knew it, dude.
Hey, you're Kamian Rucker, baby.
Hey, man, let me cook. Bro. They like your running back. They don't like your tight end.
Let me ask you this though: if you came out of the draft looking like this, and all you had to give up was a second round next year, how would you feel? I feel pretty good.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I feel pretty good.
But Shador, realistically, we're not getting Shador. I'd love to see.
Yeah. I mean, do you want to do one more quick one? What time? Let's see how much time we got.
It's 8:30.
It's 8:30. We got time. We got time to do it. I'm not editing tonight. Let's check it out. Let's see where we're at. Like I said, I got to say, this will be an hour-long episode. We can do one more.
All right.
We can do one more. Do we turn randomness up? No. We won't trade this time. We do one more. We're gonna get in the first round here. We're gonna do. This is gonna be a Will Johnson. This is gonna be a Will Johnson draft. All right, one more. Actually, we'll duplicate it. Get him out of here. We don't want to look at that one anymore. 4 rounds. We'll do 5 rounds so that we can get Kyron Lacey.
It's gonna be an F.
It's gonna be an F. I know. Whatever. Here we go. We're addressing the cornerback position.
No, we're not. We're taking Mason Graham.
There's no. Oh my God. Let's just reset. If Mason Graham is there, see a Tet. Golly, Mason Graham. Him and Brian Brzee would be insane. Golly. All right, back into it. It's not happening. Okay, this looks right. The Panthers went with Tyler Warren. That'd be a good pick for him. I think that'd be a great pick for him. Travis Hunter went
You're
all.
not a Tommy Trimble believer.
See, look, Cam Ward, Shador Sanders. They went Mason Graham.
Abdul
Carter went 5th. Good for the Jags. Ashton Jeanty
to the Raiders. I see that.
This is a Will Johnson draft. We only draft Will Johnson around here. Apparently, this guy's pretty good too. But he's got a 90 grade. He had a pretty high PF score.
Look at that.
Versatile gets thrown around too much, but Varian is exactly that. Natural zone defender with excellent instincts, anticipation, safety, wide corner, or nickel defender.
I wouldn't hate it.
Oh my goodness, Will Johnson. Step aside. Cover 3. We're doing a 4-3. We're doing right. No. Heavy covers. The word versatile. Let's just see where he played. Everywhere. He's played everywhere. He played slot.
D-line.
Yeah. Let's see who he played against. He played. Did we play? We didn't play Tennessee. I was gonna say LSU didn't play Tennessee this year.
They played Michigan.
He had a pretty good.
Some nobodies.
He had a good. He had. I mean, he has high grades against
Georgia, Michigan.
I mean, he was one of those. He's risen. I've seen him go in the top. He's shades of Steph Gilmore. Look at the shades of
Defensive Player of the Year, Stephon Gilmore.
Oh my gosh. Let's just go look at Will Johnson. Give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's go read up on him. This will be a quick one, but let's just look at Will Johnson. Will, what do you got for us, buddy? Johnson, long, lean cornerback, elite foot quickness, change of direction.
Johnson is long.
What?
Johnson is long.
Yeah, we got a long Johnson.
Lean cornerback. Sorry.
Oh, you know what? I was wrong about Will Johnson. This stuff will create questions about his man coverage reliability, but having him play a bunch of we need somebody. Hold on a second. What the actual heck does that say? Missed most of the 2024 season due to a severe case of turf toe. Get out of here! Get off of my screen! Come on down, Jetty Brown or Barron. You cool with that? Like we completely went off of Will.
Yeah,
I'd still be happy taking Will Johnson later on, but you know this guy seems pretty good. Texas had a really good team too. So cornerback addressed. So Trey Amos, we don't need him anymore. He's Jaden Higgins. Jaden Higgins. You cool with that? I mean,
yeah, I think he's good.
Big tight end or wide receiver.
Whoa, what are you saying about his
big wide receiver?
Oh, big wide receiver.
Chris
Paul, bro? No way.
Chris Paul's back. Needs to add mass to his frame. Eventually become starting will linebacker.
You see,
I think we got more.
We drafted corner now, so now we got a wide receiver. We got to go tight end so we can build around our franchise quarterback.
Which one?
Derek Carr.
He's on the team. We have a franchise quarterback on the team. So cornerback and wide receiver. I love those picks.
Yeah.
I haven't read up on old Jetty Barron, but I'd be okay with it.
Yeah.
Mason Taylor here. I mean, let's just see who else is at this because there's other tight ends later on that might. Oh, we have pick 93. I really want to get this guy again. He seemed pretty good. You think so?
Oh yeah.
I'll trust you. We got we got a tight end here. He's gone.
Savion Williams, he's right there.
But our guy, the guard is here. The guard that we went with, the one he played all right guard through his entire career.
Hey, we'll take him. He's 5'11".
Not the same guy.
Gunnar Helm. Oh, we already took tight end.
I mean, do you want to go corner
corner
again?
Could go.
I mean, the thing is, we could go corner
wouldn't
again.
mind going back to the tackle position. Just
I don't know enough about some of these tackles. We don't have a. Oh no, my running backs are gone again. Where was he? Let's go back. Was he there? He was taking 3 picks ahead of Mason Taylor. I would have probably taken him over Mason
I could see
Taylor.
the Patriots taking a running back.
Yeah, they don't have. I mean, yeah, that wouldn't be a bad pick for them. We addressed tight end. We got corner. I wouldn't mind taking another corner. I don't think you can have too many corners. Let's see what this guy's up to. Hold on. He didn't play all the games last year. He allowed 1 sack.
Terrible.
He allowed his lack of athleticism. Goodness, corresponding lack of answers for. Yeah, I mean this dude seems like he's all over the place. An Alabama guy, twitchy prospect who lacks experience, burst in length, likely for 3-4 schemes that let him rush from a standout. Yeah.
Oh, take him.
Yeah, Alabama. He's,
Welcome to the team.
Yeah, so he's burst. Yeah,
We will definitely find someone in this draft who is from a 3-4 defense. May not be the first round, may not even be the second round, but I guarantee you we have that in mind. It is back there. We are going to take somebody who can play in that 3-4 defense.
So we got one more pick here. One more pick in the 4th round, and then after that, we don't know enough to really be honest with you. We've addressed the guard position. You said you wanted another tackle. Let's take a look at who's available. Chase Lunt.
Ooh, 58.4, great.
Intriguing length, movement,
elite.
day 3 flyer. He's got to get stronger. To be more. He's 2-star recruit.
6'8"? That dude's a menace. Bro.
Oh my goodness. He's that. He allowed 0 sacks last year against. I mean, he wasn't playing. He wasn't playing anybody. I don't know. Let's just take a look. I know it's the last pick. Last pick over. We haven't gotten a running back yet. Is there any good running backs here? I don't see any. Bradshaw Smith or
Is that
Brashard
SMU?
Smith. Highly productive receiving back. Emphasize skill set to be in line. While he likely doesn't have the frame to handle 20-plus touches per game, he could be a weapon for especially his ability to create mismatches on the inside. Seems like a fast guy. I don't know. I don't think we need a...
Yeah, I don't know if he'd be any better than Kendre.
Let's just look at these. Hold on. He only played in one game last year. Let's see why. Did he get... Okay, nothing. I was going to say no. Wait, he played in one... Did it not just give him like a high grade?
Yeah, he had 13 attempts for 106 yards and a touchdown. That is pretty good.
Yeah, but those couple snaps he had before whatever happened to him. Quinn Ewers here? That wouldn't be a bad pick. Quarterback. He's like 80 years old.
To compete with Spencer Rattler.
Former 5-star quarterback, number 1 in the 24. He was a 13 highest ranked, whatever, blah, 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 blah. He's an elite arm talent. He has inconsistencies. To succeed in the NFL, he's got to clean up his footwork. I'll take it.
I'll take it,
Yeah, I'll take it.
It's not to be
He's
a
an-
starter, but
He's an
you know,
SEC. He's an SEC quarterback.
It's somebody you have compete with whoever you bring in after Derek Carr's gone. That's the way I see. That's the way I see Spencer Rattler right now. He's not somebody who can really plug and play, but another year in a system, let him develop, and then when we find Derek Carr's replacement, he competes with Spencer Rattler. That's kind of how I see it.
So, real quick, based off of the top, or actually, this is incorrect because we're supposed to get another 7th round pick, so that we actually get an extra win on top of this. Anyways, let me line this up. So, based off of the first 4 rounds, we got Tet here, Jack Sawyer, Mason Taylor. I really like this one. We addressed almost every single position except for running back, which I would like to address.
Yeah.
As we didn't get anything else, but listen, I said first 4 rounds. Here we somehow get Shador. I don't think it's possible. I think Kyron's gonna. I know it's kind of thing. I think Kyron's gonna go before what everybody has him at.
It just kind of depends on his legal status, and that might not even be addressed before the draft. So I don't.
Yeah.
It may
who
be
knows?
one of those. Who was it last year? Was it Rashee Rice who had the hit and run?
Yeah.
Got swept under the rug.
He went to the Super Bowl. Didn't win, but he went to the Super Bowl, so he
Yeah.
obviously didn't get any type of. But look, Shador Sanders. That's awesome. I'd love that. I don't think it's possible. I love Tramos. Love Dylan Sampson. Big fan of. This is a fantastic draft. I think even if Kyron Lacy doesn't, take him out, these guys are here. I don't know a lot about him. I know these guys are all highly, highly anticipated or highly rated. I don't know much about him, but
he's
he looks
potential 3-4 guy, and they gave us an A for it.
Mhm.
So I'm down for it. I'm gonna remember Rutgers' name.
and I really like this draft too.
Yeah, it's
Um,
solid, dude.
You dress corner with a. Apparently he looks. Looking at his stats, he seems like the most versatile player in the draft in terms of a corner. Very good. Jaden Higgins, if you don't get Tet, he fits that same role. Mason Taylor, got an LSU guy there. We got a bunch of SEC guys, lots of SEC players here, all but one. But Tate Ratledge dresses the guard position. We got some type of edge. We got an edge rusher. We have an Alabama guy who knows.
Quandarius Robinson.
We could definitely ask him about him. If we end up drafting someone like him.
Yeah.
And then Quinn Ewers. That's not a bad pick at all. Quinn Ewers,
And,
played in the SEC.
You probably never see the field for the Saints, but hey, you never know if he could.
He beat out one of our quarterbacks.
Oh, he preseason wise, I assume he'd be better than Jake Hayner. No offense, buddy.
Sorry, Jake, but look, which one is your favorite? Oh,
I love the first one. Is pretty solid.
It is pretty
They're all
solid.
pretty solid. I don't care what they say about Shador.
I'd walk out of this. I'd
all
walk out of
pretty
this
good.
happy.
I'd be happy with.
So, I'd probably go with the first one as well, just because Shador's gonna be good. I just don't think we're gonna get him, so it's a little unrealistic in my opinion. But if Tet's there and we get Tet and Jack, and look, I'm a big fan of the first one, but look at this one, okay? Look at this one, right? Look at this one. We should have just done PFF the whole time.
Yeah.
The other ones were. I wanted to have a little bit of randomness, but it was stupid. But which one's your favorite? If go back and if you think we should have picked somebody else, at a certain position, or if you have a draft star that you're into that you're like, hey, you got to look into this guy. Let us know. But we want to know, out of these 3 drafts we did in the first 4 rounds, which one's your favorite? What's your favorite pick that we made out of all of them? Like I said, Shador's awesome. I don't think he's going to be there, but if that's your favorite pick, let us know.
Yep.
But yeah, we appreciate you. Like I said, hopefully this is recorded the whole way and it processes properly. We're gonna do it again. If we do it again, we're just gonna do all PFF. So if you see an all PFF episode, doesn't matter anyways because you don't know. You haven't heard this. Doesn't even matter. But look, we appreciate you for watching as always. We'll as we get closer, maybe we'll do a couple more of these. We'll do mock draft. This will probably be posted by Friday. So mock draft Fridays. Who knows? Maybe not. We'll just maybe do like one instead of.
Yeah.
But we'll stick to PFF though, right? But yeah, so if you enjoyed this and you're excited for the draft, let us know. But Alex, what else you got for us?
Oh, nothing much. Just keep liking it and commenting and sharing the videos. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. And put those notifications on. Once this off season gets going, we get through free agency and the draft and get to training camp. We'll be posting a lot more. We'll be getting back to weekly,
back to the grind
when the preseason starts, and that's what we're looking for.
Yeah, and actually through what we're doing right here, this because I haven't played around with it. We're new to the game, right? But we actually we'll be able to go back and rewatch some of our videos, some of our prediction videos, and see what we did. I think we'll probably go back and redo the who our top players were going to be. Yeah. I think that'll be a good.
Maybe we'll even do a live stream every now and then too.
Yeah, we have the ability to live stream now, so maybe what. If this works out, just to test it out, this was more of a test. But if this next, if this works out and y'all enjoy it, let's do the next. We'll do 3 mock drafts in between here, and the draft will be like 1 a week.
Yeah.
And we'll do live streams. We'll just do mock drafts the whole stream.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, we appreciate you for watching, and we're excited for the draft. And as always, we'll see you next week.